I knew this World Cup was going to be bad when I heard the World Cup song. We are Charlie. No, that's not the one, but it might as well have been. When I was young, people look forward to the World Cup. Like schools will close for a bit just to watch the World Cup. But now there's not much of a hype. And with this World Cup especially, things are looking messy. And Messi's also playing in this World Cup as well, so it's going to be even more messier. The World Cup founded in 1928 and now hosted in 3 countries, America, Mexico and Canada. And although it just started, it ain't looking good so far. Like with everything going on with American politics, it's surprising that it's not being criticized as much. There was more criticism during the Qatar World Cup because of the LGBT issues in Qatar. But in America, no one's even protesting. Like if America didn't let in a gay country to play in the World Cup, a lot more people would be outraged. But from what I heard, France is still playing in this year's World Cup, so all gay countries are allowed in. Like remember when they were holding their mouths as a protest against the human rights in Qatar? And this was a German team, by the way. Like you know things are bad when it's the Germans that are telling you what's right and wrong. For the first time ever, they started the FIFA Peace Prize and they awarded it to Donald Trump.
This is your Peace Prize. There is also a beautiful medal for you that you can wear everywhere you want to go. I'm gonna wear it right now. Okay.
This must be some sort of negotiation tactic or something. Unfortunately, the runner-ups weren't available. Hitler, Epstein, or Gianni Infantino's barber. When it comes to FIFA and anything FIFA related, there's a lot of corruption allegedly involved. And they're not even a government, so that's even more impressive. Like FIFA doesn't have any morals. I know Gianni Infantino.
Today I feel gay.
The president of FIFA sanctioned Russia during the war, but that was more of a public image thing. Because not so fun fact, they sanctioned Russia in February 28, 2022. But by 23rd of February 2022, 4,535 people were killed during the war. But a year before that, in the Qatar World Cup, in February 2021, investigative reports published by The Guardian estimated that 6,500 people died. So that is more than 1,965 more deaths. And that was a year before the sanction. So Gianni might have to sanction Gianni from the World Cup. But do you know what else that starts with M that FIFA cares about more than morals? No, not me, Mo Maglio, but money. Like FIFA's estimated to be making 13 billion this year. And previously, FIFA officials pocketed $150 million from World Cup fraud. Like anything involving FIFA usually involves money. The Swiss police had to get involved when they arrested people for a bunch of money laundering. To FIFA, the World Cup is a great way for them to make money. And lots of countries love to jump up on the opportunity to host the FIFA World Cup. So much so that multiple countries have been caught bribing FIFA just to host the World Cup in their country. And I honestly don't know why. FIFA is the one that benefits from all of this. The country has to pay for it, and that's more of the taxpayers. And in most cases, they get sales tax break. So FIFA is just making more money while taxpayers are the ones who are paying for the infrastructure, paying for the upkeep, and making sure that this World Cup goes ahead. It's in fact lost a lot more money for countries than made money. And this one's not looking any better. I think the person to blame for this is Gianni Infantino.
Today I feel disabled.
To be fair, he's just continuing what FIFA's been doing for ages, but he's no better than any of the previous ones. Like, the guy's terrible at making good decisions. Can't even read a room. This is him trying to make the Palestinian and Israeli Football Federation shake hands.
Ugly face of this Israeli government. But if the other side representing a criminal like Bibi, and he is in FIFA Congress and speaking on behalf of Bibi as if Bibi is Mother Teresa. You know, this is, how can I shake hands or have a photo with such a man?
Like, FIFA trying to sort out the relationship between Palestine and Israel live is so stupid. Like, what does Gianni know about sorting out relationships live on TV? They should have hired Jeremy Carl for the show. This person has been abusing you in your household. These World Cup tickets are up to thousands now. That's if you're lucky. Even the cheapest tickets for the World Cup final this year is costing around $4,000 compared to the Qatar World Cup, where the final cost around $600. Like, these prices are so outrageous, even Donald Trump said he won't pay for it. Like, this World Cup is for the ultra rich. Like, in the Qatar World Cup, Salt Bay was able to afford tickets for the final, but now he has to sell those stakes for even more. By the way, who's paying for like salt dribbling down this guy's hairy ass arms? I don't want Dan just salt. But the tickets aren't even the only prices that have increased. Parking your car in the mall next to the stadium are costing around $200. And Boston trains have gone up from $20 to $80. And this is to cover the cost of the World Cup. Building the stadiums, preparing for the World Cup. But yet, even though the World Cup has a tendency to make countries lose money, America is still insistent on continuing this World Cup. And maybe Trump's just trying to boost the morale of his American citizens. Or maybe this is just a distraction from everything. The increase of the price is due to the dynamic pricing. Depending on how popular the match is, the more pricey the ticket is. Like, this is a small match for Spain, but it costs more to go to this football match than it'll cost me to go to Spain, flight and hotel included, as well as eating tapas. And if I save enough money, I might even be able to tap some ass afterwards as well. So many of the countries' fans might not even be able to support their team. So a lot of the poorer countries are not going to have a lot of their fans during the football match. And the resale tickets are even more expensive, one being at 11 million for resale. And FIFA takes a percentage from both the seller and the buyer of the resale tickets. Plus, FIFA's making double the amount of money. Firstly from the original ticket, and secondly from the resale tickets. They just love them some money. With it being hosted in 3 countries, it's going to be even more difficult for their fans to be able to follow their team. As well as the fact that they've increased the teams to 48 teams so they can have more matches and make more money for FIFA. But in good news, Mamdani, the mayor of New York, has stuck to his promise of giving his New York citizens tickets for $50. He's awarded 1,000 citizens FIFA World Cup ticket for $50.
For 1,000 lucky New Yorkers, a ticket to the World Cup. That's right. Last year we said we'd fight for cheaper tickets for New Yorkers. And today I'm proud to announce, just like Arsenal, we got it done.
So at least he stuck to that promise. But maybe it's just best to watch this FIFA World Cup on TV. After all, some of the best moments are outside the stadium. And in other good news, the fastest recorded shot during a football match was done by a Brazilian midfielder called Ronnie Herbison, who struck at astonishing 131 miles per hour. But this year's World Cup, they might actually beat that world record. The fastest shooter during a football match might actually be beaten by an American fan with an M16. Iran has also decided not to bring in children during the football match, but rather carrying backpacks to commemorate those children that have been killed during the US missile strikes. But to be fair, the backpack option is actually the most safest option. After all, the only people who can really afford these tickets for the World Cup are more likely on the Epstein list, so it's safer for the kids. Iran also have to leave every time they play the match to go back to Mexico. So after every match, Iran does the walk of shame back to Mexico. I think for Iran, rather than paying for flights back and forth, they should just get ICE agents to pick them up and send them back. It would just be way cheaper. It would be free. Like the Nazis had less restrictions during the Olympics than this year's World Cup, letting an American runner come in and even win. Well, this World Cup, America have not allowed a lot of people in, whether it's players, fans, or just workers. A lot of people have been rejected to come into America. Like, you know, it's bad when Ian Wright chimes in.
A story about fans denied, players denied, officials denied, journalists denied, now refs. You know something, I'm laughing, but it's not funny. It's actually not funny. Something has to be said. It's expensive tickets, the most expensive tickets ever. Expensive accommodation, transport through the roof. It has to be said. You know, is this how the hosts behave, really?
Like, border controls in America is very hard. But to America's credit, they're not actually profiling anyone. They're just stopping any brown or black person from any country. So it doesn't matter where you're from, as long as you're black and brown. Like, look at the way they treated the Senegal players. They patted them down individually. While in Mexico, that's just a party. The first ever Somalian referee for the World Cup was also rejected. Like, what was America scared there? What, he's gonna come into the American football team and be like, I am the captain now? They already have a captain for the American football team. It's Tim Ream, and he's been a captain for way longer. The Somalian ref just wants to be a referee. The Somalian referee has now gone back to his country and has been welcomed back with open arms. Apparently, he's been gifted a lot of welcome back gifts. Apparently, someone gifted him a boat. By the way, the US football chant is terrible.
Because we support the US, US, that's the way we like it, we love it.
Look at the UK one. That strikes fear on the opponents. That tells the opponents that we're fucking them up. While the American one, that just seems like High School Musical football reboot. Apparently the football pitches are also very terrible, with Switzerland having to post a snake warning. But that might actually help Switzerland with their football. They'll have to dribble around the snakes while practicing, and if they get bitten by a snake, there'll be a lot more dribbling involved. I also don't like the World Cup logo this year. Like, the previous ones represented the country by the colors, by the design, but this year's one is just the number 26 with the cup in front of it. So I decided to redesign the logo for the World Cup. And America, if you want to use this, use it by all means. It's free to use. It really portrays the patriotism of America.
We are Charlie!
This year's World Cup is looking like a mess, so, you know, we'll see how it goes. It's only just started today from this recording, but I hope France does win this. Not because I'm a fan of France, but because during the Arsenal versus PSG match, they almost burnt down Paris. So I'm hoping if France wins, they're going to destroy the whole of France. So good luck, France. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out my other videos. Make sure to subscribe and follow me on social media. I might start my own football federation, MIFA, Mo's Independent Female Investigation. I don't know. It's going to be tough to start it, so I might need you guys to subscribe to help me build up. I also need a bit of funding. If only someone just threw money right in my face or something. Ooh!